Let's move on to main topic number 2. And our second main topic today gets sent in to us by Alexis Petersson, who writes, I just saw that Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 will have the exact same release date on May 21st, 2021. Well, this is going to be a hard pick. Which one are you most excited for? Thanks, and keep up the great work. Love the show. All right, thanks a lot for saying that in. And just to answer the most direct question before we get into this whole situation, which one am I more excited for? Oh, that's no secret. I'm by far more excited for John Wick Chapter 4. By far. Now, I'm not saying the John Wick films are better than the original Matrix. I'm not necessarily saying that. But, you know, my feelings on the Matrix films up till now have been pretty well documented. The fact of the matter is that these things have gone downhill. The Matrix franchise went downhill. Now, I'm one of the people who actually liked the second Matrix film, but even I will tell you it was a step down from the first Matrix. And then I've yet to find somebody that really liked the third Matrix film. So it really went downhill. On top of that, the Wachowskis after that did a lot of garbage and a lot of trash. Jupiter Ascending, anybody? Anyway, they did a lot of stuff that I really disliked. So you combine the fact that it was a declining franchise with the fact that I haven't really liked much of the stuff that either of them, but now there's just one of them doing this one, have done since The Matrix was finished. Then you're putting me in a place where, look, I'll go see it for sure, and I'm going to hope for the best for sure, but I can't get excited for it quite yet. Who knows? Maybe once trailers start jumping. John Wick, on the other hand, totally different situation. This is a franchise that has continued to be on the ascent. John Wick Chapter 3 was a sexual experience. It was just unbelievable. It was one of those movies that I was like kind of shaking when I came out of it. Like I had a little bit of the shakes coming out of it. I was just like, what did I just watch? This was so good. All you have to say to somebody is the library scene. And everybody's like, oh my God. Like, how can you choreograph a fight with a book? They found out a way to do it, and it was awesome. So yes, definitely that one. This whole thing, though, about putting both of these films on the same release date is idiotic. But I think everybody knows it's idiotic. Here's my theory, Aaron, on this, and then I want to hear what you have to say. Mm-hmm. My theory on this is this. These two films will not actually come out on the same day. This is a year and a half away. They're not going to come out on the same day. I think they both studios know they're not going to come out on the same day. But you know what it is doing? It's getting all the idiots like me talking about it. Mm-hmm. We're all talking about Matrix 4, John Wick 4. We're all talking about it, and I think this might be a little bit of a coordinated PR stunt for now. Then in about 6 months, we're going to hear that, Matrix has found a better release date for it. We're moving it to Christmas, or we're moving it to Easter, or we're moving it to whatever. We're moving it to some such and such a date. And then they'll go on from there. So I don't think these things are going to open on the same day. I think this is a little bit of a PR stunt, and a pretty good one too, I'll mind you on that. So, Aaron, couple questions. Number one, which of these two films are you looking forward to more? Number two, do you think they'll actually come out on the same day?
Number one, I am looking forward to The Matrix, actually, because
Really?
I want that redemption. I want number 4
Redemption's
to come
big?
back, and I want it to be bigger, badder, and stronger. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say they might come out on the same day. And here's why. Keanu Reeves is so nice. We want to see him premiere twice. So I know that was my really bad lame.
I liked it.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Because I do think it is a very cool coordinated PR stunt, but at the same time, I can see people, myself being one of them, having a Keanu Reeves double feature and having it build that way. I would totally go to the movies and see John Wick 4 followed by Matrix 4 or vice versa. And I don't see why that would be a problem. In fact, I think that it would actually benefit both movies because I don't see people choosing one or the other. I see people doing both.
Chris, same questions to you. Which one of the two are you more excited about, and do you think they're both going to actually come out on the same day?
I'm more excited about Matrix 4 because...
Really? I didn't think I'd be outnumbered here.
Well, I mean, I love John Wick. Come on, I love a good shoot 'em up, especially if it's about puppies and things like that. But here's the thing with Matrix 4 that I'm really excited about. Matrix 3 came out in 2003? So think of how amazing these effects potentially could be now in something so mind-bending as the Matrix franchise. Like, let's get it some cool new tech, right? I want to see all the different things they can do here. I want to see so many spoons bending. I want my mind blown. Also, you would like Jupiter Ascending. Not anymore. But if you were a drinker, it's such a fun drinking game because that movie's so bad. As far as the release date goes, I really don't think they'll do it. I don't think they'll come out on the same day. I will probably go see them on the same day and do like a double whoa feature for myself. But I think they're going to space them out.
But here's my question, though. If they do that, which movie gets pushed? Because you know how everybody gets. I mean, we talk about it on the show all the time. If a movie, we're about to talk about it with The Flash. If anything gets pushed, people are like, oh my God, there's a problem with production. Oh my gosh, people are mad at each other and oh, something's wrong with the movie. And so especially with what you just said about, your grievances with The Matrix, which a lot of people had. I wasn't really a fan of The Matrix 3, although I do like a good sex scene. So a lot of if it's The Matrix that gets pushed, people are going to think that there are major problems with it. That's my only concern about one of them having a push release date, is that it's going to cause everybody to get all up in a flurry and a tizzy about wondering what's wrong with the movie, when there may not be anything wrong. They just may be course correcting the PR stunt.
I don't know that would be a problem here, because I think there's two factors here that could mitigate the whole thing. Number one is, I think when one of them moves, everybody will know it's not because there's a problem. Everybody will know it's because you had two Keanu Reeves movies coming out on the same day. I think the other thing is it depends on how far they move it. Now, when you move a movie 2 months, nobody really bats too much of an eye,
right,
unless it's happened like 4 or 5 times already. It's when you move it like 9 months or a year. Because I remember when Batman versus, it was Justice League. Was it Justice League or Batman versus Superman? I think it was Justice League. When Justice League was scheduled to come out at the same time, or was it Batman versus? Let's say Batman versus Superman was scheduled to come out at the same time on the exact same day as Captain America: Civil War. And everybody knew this ain't going to stay like this. One of these two is going to move. And then when the Batman Superman movie moved, nobody thought it was because it was a problem. They knew just as, you can't have these two movies open up on the same day. One of them had to do the smart thing and move. But to your point, Aaron, if they do say move Matrix 4 a year and 3 months, then even then some people are going to go, but I don't think you need to do that. All you have to do is move it minimum 2 or 3 weeks, maximum 3 months, and I think everything would be fine. But you know what, guys? Here's the thing. I wanted to know what you guys thought about this whole question. Do you actually think that both Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 will actually come out on the same date? So, just before we started the show, I jumped on Twitter and put up a poll and asked you guys that very question. The John Campea Show question of the day: Keanu Reeves has both Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 coming out on the exact same day. Do you think both movies will keep their release dates, or will one move? And right now, a little over 1,100 of you guys have voted. And right now, 15% of you are saying you believe it will get a same date release.
My people.
And 85% of you are saying, come on. You can't keep both of these on the same day. That's box office suicide. You can't make people choose. One will move. Or 15% of you think it'll be a glorious weekend of Keanu Reeves celebration. By the way, good Canadian kid. So what do you listen, guys? I'm going to keep this poll up for the next 24 hours. Jumping over there and register your vote. Let us know what you guys think. First of all, which one are you looking forward to the most? And secondly, do you think they'll actually come out on the same day? Or do you think one of them will make a move? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.